Living in hard times. 1 Thessalonians 3 1 through 8 talks about this. How does a Christian respond when hard times come? How do we keep our faith strong? We all face those questions when trials come and we're on the firing line. I just read something recently that was talking about being a student and not a victim. A victim would say things like, why does this happen to me? Blame others. Life's not fair. Thinks God's punishing them. Where a student might think, what can I learn from this? How much of this did I bring on myself? What happened to me could happen to anyone. And I thought that was pretty interesting because sometimes we do tend to, why did this happen to me? Life's not fair. And it's true, life's not fair, but things will happen. And just because you gave your life to the Lord doesn't mean that everything's going to be roses all the time. It's roses have thorns, so there will be some thorns coming your way. And these are trials, and trials are unsettling. Where none of us are exempt from trials, and things happen that we have no control over. And but we can control how we respond to what happens in our life. Do we have faith or do we have unbelief? Do we have humility or do we have arrogance? Do we have forgiveness or anger? Do we have hope or despair? James 1:2 says, count it all joy when you encounter various trials, because that is a way to grow in God. And don't focus on what's happening in that moment. Focus and turn to God in that moment. We're destined for trials. They're going to happen. A guy by the name of Roy Zuck said, no accidents, only incidents. They're necessary, though. Trials are necessary. It produces endurance, and it produces character. Trials don't mean that God is disappointed in you in any way, or that you did something wrong. Trials are there to make you stronger. But trials are also dangerous, because during a trial, you have Satan right there telling you to doubt God, telling you to hold on to your anger, retaliate, let you have resentment in the middle of your trial. And Satan's right there all the time trying to get you to turn away from God and not trust in God. But our trials can be productive. We can overcome trials by our faith. Faith in God's character, that He is good and He doesn't make mistakes. Faith in His word, that His word is truth no matter what. Faith in God's purpose, conforming us to the image of Jesus. Faith in God's presence. He will never leave us nor forsake us. Faith in God's power. He can deliver us from anything. And people watch you. They watch you when you say you live for Jesus because they want to see how you respond in the moment. And I have to say, have I always responded correctly in the moment? No, I haven't. I haven't. I have failed many times. And I just keep striving to be just like Jesus. Obviously, you'll never be perfect, but we strive to be better. Hard times are designed to bring us closer to God. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Look to Jesus for your strength in the middle of your trial. When the trial starts, instead of being angry in that moment, just turn it to God. I have learned that if I make that first step and I give it to God, it's easier. It's easier to walk through that trial. It will get better, whatever you're going through. Trust in Him. Build your faith in Him.